Good morning. Good morning. It's Kiki the Keto Chick. What's up, you guys? Hello. See my perfume of the day? It is called Sweat. How are you guys doing today? I'm glad to hear that. Well, I'm here to chit chat. Yes, in case you hadn't noticed, I had started doing a series called Chit Chat, right? So, in this chit chat, we talk about life. We talk about day to day struggles with weight loss, with obstacles in our lives. It doesn't have to always be about weight, it can be anything that is a stumbling block or something that hinders you from achieving your goals. That is what we talk about, right? So, my stumbling block is my weight. I have gone through my ups and downs. I've tried the B12s. I've tried uh, diet pills. I've tried everything under the sun, right? However, what I haven't done is stay with it, right? Or whatever I chose to do, right? To lose weight. I've never had a consistency of staying with it other than with keto. I did fall off the wagon this year. I know if you go back and you look at the first episode of Chit Chat, I talk about that because of, and the title of that episode is blaming the blame game, and who me. So, in that one, I talk a little bit about how we tend to blame everything and everyone for whatever our situation is or circumstances. The second one was stop procrastinating, stop finding excuses not to walk in your destiny and to achieve the and obtain the goals that you want for your life. Today, I'm going to talk about: are you too busy? Are you too busy? And we're going to talk a little bit more about not just are you too busy to listen to the Holy Spirit or to guidance, right? To that inner person inside of you, but also self-control. Self-control plays a lot when it comes to weight. Self-control plays a lot. I don't even know how many times I can say that, emphasize on it, uh, stress it, whatever. But self-control has a lot to has a lot to do with you not achieving things in your life, especially when it comes to weight loss, right? So let's talk, before we get into self-control, let's talk about: are you too busy? Are you too busy? I know in the Bible, and for those who don't know, my husband and myself, we're in the ministry. My husband's a pastor. He was pastor. We had our own ministry for many years. Then we linked up with other ministries and things like that. And that's how I met my beautiful friend Lisa, and doing things and traveling to different ministries and things like that. So, Lisa, if you're looking at it, shout out. I love you, girl. All right. So are you too busy? I don't know if some of you guys are familiar with this story about Martha and Mary, and how when Jesus came into their household, how Martha was running all over the kitchen, everywhere, trying to make things perfect for God, trying to make, the house look good, food smell good, cooking food, just being a servant of God. Yes, God wants us to do that, but he also doesn't want us to be too busy to hear his voice, to hear what it is that he has to say when it comes to the aspects of our lives and pertaining to our personal walk and personal journey, right? So Mary, on the other hand, wasn't too busy. She sat at Jesus's feet and she just held on to every word, every breath that came from his nostrils, every word that came from his mouth, every word that proceeded from his tongue. She sat there and she was just cultivated by what was coming from God's mouth, right? So with that being said, it's like, God was like revealing stuff to me this morning because I had demonstrated no self-control. I had told my girlfriend Lisa, I was like, God told me he doesn't want me to get on the scale only on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Well, this morning I wanted to be a hardhead butt and decided to get on the scale this morning. And of course, I get on the scale and I don't like what I see. It's not that I gained any weight, but I didn't lose any weight. And you guys know, for the ones who have been following me, I have been walking every day between no less than 2.5 miles, no less than 2 miles, and as high as 6 miles a day, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I get on the scale and I'm like, whoa, pump your brakes. Why I don't see the numbers I want to see? And you know why? It's because I did not demonstrate self control. I did not want to sit down at God's feet, at Jesus' feet, and just listen to what it is that He has for me, right? And sometimes because we do things like that and we're not obedient, then we don't see the outcome, or we don't see the numbers, or we don't see the things that we want to see. So for the ones who know the word, they know the gospel, that's one of the fruits of the Spirit, self-control, right? That is something that we've been preaching on things have been preaching on at our church in book of Galatians about self-control. No self-control, Keisha, no self-control. Hey, girl, how are you? So I got the picture of the dress. I'm gonna have to call you later, girl. It's really pretty. The color is really pretty. Good morning. So I'm gonna have to give you a holler. I don't know about that whole strapless thing. But who knows? Look, it's not about me. It's about you, bride to be. Yes. So we want to make sure you is on point, right? And everything is looking good. But anyway, so I'm talking about self-control. The message this past month and a half at our church was about the fruit of the spirits, right? So for me, I'm finding that my journey with weight loss, and my girl here, G.I. Jane, that's on here now, and hey, Nikki, and she understands, because this is how me and her met. We met working underneath a personal trainer. And so self-control has never been one of my attributes in walking this life for 46 years, okay? However, when I listen to God and listen to what He wants me to do, then I demonstrate self-control, and that gives glory to His name, right? So I have to sit down, demonstrate self-control like Mary did. Don't be like a Martha, running all over the place, trying to make things right. You know, sometimes, like even this morning, I got up and I was just like, do I want to go walking? Now, that has not crept in my mind in the past almost 3 weeks. But today, for some reason, it was like, do I want to go walking? Now, some people would say, oh, well, you just being lazy. You just didn't want to go walking, this, that, and the other. However, I don't agree. I think maybe God was trying to, because obviously, I mean, my lesson this morning was talking about self-control, and also about stopping and just listening to God, because God will talk to you and He'll let you know what it is that you need to do, what you need to put in your mouth, what you need to digest in your system, what you need to drink, everything, right? So I was like, gosh, I know I was hasty with jumping on the scale because it wasn't Wednesday. And really, I mean, come on, y'all, 24 hours from now would have been Wednesday. Why did I feel the need that I needed to get on that scale? Why? And the thing is, it didn't even matter about the scale, because I can see the weight loss. Like literally 3 weeks ago, all of this was full. Like I literally was starting to get the extra neck, like the extra chin and all that stuff. So it's not that I don't see the weight loss. I see it. I see it in inches. It's just the fact that I want to see it on the scale. But I have to trust the process. I have to demonstrate self-control and trust that God, whatever God is having me to do, I have to trust that. Trust His process, because when I don't trust Him, then I don't have faith. See, and then, okay, now it's getting a little deeper, and I don't want to get deep on this situation, but that because I don't have self-control and because I don't want to listen to God, then I don't have faith. I don't have enough faith to trust the process. So I got to get it together. Thank you, Nikki. I know I got this, but I have got to shut down that voice that's in my head when I'm wanting to get on that scale, or when and you know what? Intermittent fasting is so amazing. Like I haven't had any issues with, oh, I'm hungry. Like last night, I was like, oh, I had stopped eating earlier. So I was just like, you know what? Maybe what I need to do is just have a fat bomb, because maybe my body needs a little, because my fat grams were a little lower. And so then I was like, you know what? Let me just have a fat bomb. It's good, healthy fats. It's one carb. It's not going to kill me. And I didn't beat myself up. But of course, when I got on the scale this morning and I was like, oh, the scale didn't even move. Of course, the devil wanted to mess with my mind and make me think that, oh, you know why the scale didn't move, right? It's because you had that fat bomb last night before you went to bed. This is how the trick of the enemy gets into your head. This is how you doubt what God has for you, because that's the job of the devil, is to trick your mind, to get into your head, to make you feel like what you're doing is not good enough for God. So that's my chit chat of the day. Like, I know I got a little deep, your girl's a little deep. Sometimes I get there, but I guess what I'm doing is I want to put it out there. I want to put it in the atmosphere so that you guys can receive what I'm thinking or what I'm going through, because you may be going through the same thing, but you have no one to talk to, or you think no one else is going through what you're going through. But what I'm going to tell you is people are going through a lot. You just don't know. There's always somebody going through worse than what you're going through. So with that being said, understand that God is all-knowing God. God has given us all the seeds of the fruit of the Spirit, and we have to water it. We have to keep the land, allow God to continue to cultivate that seed and love on that seed so that you can grow spiritually in Him. And that when you walk this earth and you walk on your job and you walk, into whatever situation, that you walk with your head held high with boldness, and know that you are able to accomplish everything that God has put in front of you, behind you, on the side of you, on either side of you. You can accomplish those things. You just can't doubt His ability to move and manifest in your life. All right? Peace. Love y'all. Make sure you tell your friends, share this page, share. I'll be uploading this onto my YouTube channel too, because people need to hear the true, full gospel. And people need to know that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. All right. Love you guys. Oh, what'd she say? I'll comment on anything that you say if you need me to say anything. All right, you guys. Peace.